Hi, Simon Kids subscribers. My name is Jodi Lynn Anderson, and I am going to read to you today from my latest book, which is called The Memory Thief. It's the first of a trilogy called 13 Witches, and it's about a young girl who discovers that her mother has been cursed by a witch who's stolen her memories, and that there are actually 13 witches sort of hidden under a layer of reality, and she has to fight them using only her imagination. So I'm going to read to you a little bit out of the book from near the beginning where this girl, Rosie, is born. Finally, silently, the sad witch emerges through the doors, this time with something bulging under her cloak. "Is it done?" the second witch asks, and the meek, empty-looking one nods. "I've laid my curse. The Oaks woman's memories are mine now," she says, moths fluttering out of her sleeves as she speaks. She won't remember anything, not us, not our secrets, not the site, not even herself. The second witch considers for a moment, her mouth crooked in bitterness. She glances at the ghostly moths fluttering through the air, then turns her eyes to the lump under her companion's robes. "And this?" she asks. "No one will remember him either," the sad witch waves a hand, and the folds of her cloak part to reveal a baby, hovering in the air just in front of her stomach. She smiles down at him. There is something terribly needy and desperate about the smile. "Strange, the Oakses are always girls," the blue-eyed witch reflects. The grasping witch clearly longs for the baby. She appears to be the kind of witch who longs for everything. "Can I keep him?" she asks. The blue-eyed witch fingers the pocket watches around her neck and looks down at the baby with disgust. Then she waves a hand, and the baby floats across the space between them. He begins to cry as the blue-eyed witch glares at him. "I want no more of this family. The last of them comes with me." "What will you do with him?" the grasping witch asks. The other witch smirks, her eyes as blank and endless as a reptile's, and then she gazes in the direction of the ocean, though it is too far off to be seen. "It's a fine night for swimming," she says, before waving the child toward her into the folds of her own cloak, which close around him like curtains. The two witches look at each other meaningfully, their dark hearts beating a thorny, unsteady rhythm. And then, as quickly as they appeared, the witches drift into the forest from which they came. And, but for the trees and stones and spiders and crickets and cats, nobody sees. Nobody but one curious ghost with glowing red eyes and a rash around his neck. No one will whisper that when two witches came to St. Ignatius Hospital to settle an old score and take the memories and the firstborn child of a woman named Annabel Oaks saw them coming and had just a flash of a moment to hide an infant away. There will be no one to reveal the fatal mistake of a sad and grasping witch confusing one baby for another, a quiet baby as it turns out, a baby who knew how to keep to herself, of one innocent baby taken and another saved. Only one ghost knows of these things, and for reasons of his own, he will not talk. For now, the crickets in the grass listen in silence for a few moments longer, but then they go back to their chirping. The forest resumes its usual noises. A moment is swallowed into the past, and a restless, angry spirit keeps his secrets for a time. Thank you, and thanks for subscribing to Simon Kids.